never deny people dancing. I don't want to do it, but if you want to do it. I am Roger Connolly. I had the privilege of teaching Level 2 this term. These are my students. Level 2s focus mainly on characters, so you'll see a lot of character work today, a lot of voices and physicality and emotion. And if they don't do any of that, I'm very angry at them. I just made this giant promise that they have to do it. I'll allow them to introduce themselves.
I'm Sean.
Alex.
And this is my TA, Lisa. Now what you don't know about Level 2 is we started off with 32 students in this class, and I cut someone every week when they weren't funny. And then these are my last 3. Only the funny students made it to the stage tonight! The first game we're going to play is called Foursquare. It's a game for all 4 of them, including Lisa, and then they'll get into a square. This is the first time they're hearing about this game, and so the way this game works is just like watching television. I assume some of you are old enough to remember what TV is, and you've watched it. So basically, it's like watching a television channel. You switch to another channel, you watch that for a little bit, you switch back. It's the same story, same characters, but time has passed. But the way I switch channels is I say, shift left, and then everybody will shift left, and everybody will shift left, or I'll say shift right, and everybody will shift right. And that's how the game will fall apart in a little bit. But at the beginning, everything is super crisp, and we all know what's going on. Let's get a suggestion for Sean and Connie. They have a very dangerous occupation. What is it? Like underwater welding. I don't know why everybody says underwater welding. I've never seen underwater welding. But a dangerous occupation, not underwater welding.
Underwater.
What was that?
Window washer.
Something, fishing? Deep sea fishing, game sea fishing, underwater fishing. You're fishing for dangerous animals, probably a shark or some sort of lionfish or really kind of snarky tuna. All right, shift right! All right, for these 2, let's have they have a unique relationship. They know each other. How do they know each other?
Brothers.
They're brothers. They're brothers, but they're brothers who feel a certain way about each other. Not lovers. We see that all the time here. You want to watch that Game of Thrones series finale tonight? Rivals. Your brother rivals. Rivals in whatever you want to be. All right, shift right. All right, for these 2, let's have an object you've handled today. You can still be gross and embarrassing, but you're going to say it in front of a bunch of people.
A shovel.
A shovel. So it's just shovel. Whatever you want to do with shovel. Shift right. For these 2, let's have a strong emotion like anger or hate, but not that because it's icky. It must be positive.
Envy.
Envy. Envy. All right, let's review. Shift right.
Deep sea
Thank you. Thank you, audience, for being engaged in this game with us. That's fantastic. Shift right. Rivals. Shift right.
Shovel.
Shift right.
Envy.
Shift right. Shift right. Shift right. And we'll start this game in 3, 2, 1.
Tom. You know what, Tom?
Yeah, Mom.
I'm sick and tired of digging this hole.
Well,
I wish you could help me.
I'm gonna help you, Tom.
Yeah.
You, Mom.
Yeah, Tom. I'm your mom.
Shift right.
Man, that's a really nice shovel you got there.
I bought it at Target for $5.
Can I see it?
Hey, that's my shovel.
It's really nice. I
No.
like it.
Give me a-
Okay. Well, show me what it does.
Well, you can dig dirt,
Yeah.
you can dig mud.
Wet dirt.
Exactly.
Wow, that's awesome.
You can pose with it.
Shift right.
Fantastic. Ooh. Ooh.
Hope we get that big one.
I hope we do too.
Come on, Sally. Let's get Big Sam. Come on, Big Sam. Come on.
expedition.
Oh my gosh, we've never been out this far.
These are big waves, too. I hope we don't.
Can you see Antarctica? It's right there.
Yeah.
Come on, Big Sam. So that's when I decided that I was gonna eat all your favorite foods and all your favorite treats, and I'm gonna put boogers under your I am. You're not gonna do that to me anymore. Well, I'm collecting boogers, and I'm gonna have more than you.
Shift right!
Tom, I'm so sick of this attitude you're giving me. I'm trying to dig you a pool, and then you're not trying to help me.
Well, I'm sorry. I got all mixed up, and I'm afraid of water, and I'm afraid you're gonna make me learn how to swim.
But don't you want to swim? Breaststroke and... Yeah!
I want to learn, and I want all my friends to come over, but you're embarrassing me.
Well, I'm sorry that I'm embarrassing you, but I like to wear my one piece whenever I go swimming.
Shift right!
Man, I bet you wish you looked as good in your one piece as I do in my one piece. Feeling pretty envious, aren't you?
I don't know.
Yeah.
This shovel over here, it's really shiny. I bet you want to get some dirt on it and get it real dirty.
Shift left! Shift left!
So that's when all the kids at school started talking about how my mom is so hot.
Do you know how hard it is to work for this body, dear?
Well, I know you eat a lot of cottage cheese and yogurt, but my goodness, you gotta stop stealing all my friends.
Well, they just like cottage cheese, so that's why.
I'm wearing every pair of your underpants. Every pair. Well, I've got right here a certificate that says I have the biggest booger collection in all the school. Well, good for you.
Shift left!
Ooh, is that your bobber out there? I think I see it going under. You better real fast.
You're right.
Real fast. Come on. Oh, there it is. It's coming up close to the boat.
Get in it.
Come on, get out there. Get out there. Oh, look at that little sunfish. He's so cute. You gonna take him off the hook?
Yeah, no, leave him on there. Big Sam!
Oh, there's so many moments I wanted to end, but I just wanted someone to scream Big Sam again. I'm wearing all your underwear. You guys enjoying yourselves? The next game we're going to play is called Good, Bad, the Ugly. It will be for Connie, Alex, and Sean. Oh, you know, I'm going to take one of these chairs. Could you move? I'm kidding. I'll take this. There's empty chairs right next to you. Why would I make a paid customer?
Why is there an empty chair?
No, there are other. All right, so basically this is just going to be like a daytime television show, like where you go to get advice from experts, like doctors. But you know, we are going to make things up where they study, I guess. I don't know. And you'll get good advice from a good source, bad advice from a bad source, and then crazy, nutso advice from an ugly source. But to get us started, what's a subject that you guys have to study a long time to be an expert in?
Biology.
Biology. So this will be a panel show about biology. And who would give you good advice about biology?
A professor.
A professor? Professor of biology, a doctor, something like that, professor? Who would give you bad advice about biology? A high school drama teacher?
PE teacher.
PE, drama. They're cutting out, you know, the arts at all. So it's probably PE, drama, high school PE, drama teacher. And who would give you just crazy nuts?
Whaler.
What's that?
A whaler.
A whaler. A whaler would give you crazy. Also, like a kid who doesn't know anything about biology would give you crazy.
Grandma.
What's that?
Grandma.
A grandma, whaler, kid. There's a lot of options. Anybody else have a nutso? What was it?
A mime.
A mime. Not really good. I'll do it just so we don't have to go through it. But yes, could you explain biology to me? Thank you, Mom. Alright, so you guys have your ideas locked in? Alright. So when the game begins, we'll just do some Q&As with the audience. So let's count it down in 3, 2, 1. Hello. Welcome to What's That Smell, What's That Feeling? Where every week we answer all the mysteries of biology with our panel of experts. I am your host, Dr. Slicknick, and I will be moderating this panel. I'll have my experts introduce themselves. Expert number 1, what is your name? What makes you an expert of biology?
My name is Professor LaPlante. I was born to be a botanist or a biologist. I have 2 degrees, you know.
That's right. We do not have to stay what we are born to be. We are not a binary science. Botanist or biologist. Expert number 2, your name and what makes you an expert on biology?
My name's Coach Williams. I coach football at Oklahoma City High School. I think I know biology because I see all those hits, and I see all those bodies going at each other all the time. And so I'm going to be a good person to know about biology.
Right, and Coach Williams, just to clarify, you see all those hits and all those bodies going at it all the time on the field. Yes, it's not just like peeking in the locker rooms or anything like that.
Sure.
Okay. Expert number 3, your name and what makes you an expert on biology?
Well, thank you so much, Slick. My name's Zelda, and I'm a whaler.
Smell, what's that feeling? It's still, the answer eludes us. Professor LeBlanc, what is the difference between an alligator and a crocodile?
Well, I bet you're expecting me to say one will see you later and one will see you in a little while. I saw it on Facebook. I do infomercials for a living, and you might have seen them had you been up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And episode number 523 talks about this difference, and it's very, without giving anything away, it has nothing to do with time.
All right, so obviously the answer is to stay up until 3 in the morning making bad life choices and watch the infomercial. Coach William, what's the difference between a crocodile and an alligator?
Well, I know no gators can't play any damn defense. That's what I know. Us Oklahoma City Hornets, we can play the best defense in the state. And those gators, whenever we go up against them, we know that we can play so much better on offense with that air raid that we run all the time. And I know when I see those bodies out there going out there, I know that's the best damn football team I'm going to watch. Like these 5 state championship rings that I have, that I can prove that I can be able to know the best in this biology.
Thank you, Coach Williams. Yes. I like how you wear all 5 rings on just that one finger.
I forgot my 11 back home.
So Gators can't play defense, and alligators are good with the spread offense. God, thank you. Yes, and then finally, of course, Zelda, the whaler from way back.
Thanks for asking. I think, since I'm a transplant from Louisiana, I know things too about alligators and crocodiles, and I think the difference is not that they're a sports team, because they're actually an animal. Alligators are, they're bigger than the crocodiles, and see, I keep an alligator as a pet at home. I named it Sam, as a matter of fact, and crocodiles. You just have to be real careful when you go to the amusement park. because you just never know when one's gonna sneak up.
So yes, obviously crocodiles are unscrupulous carnies.
Yeah.
Watch out anytime you're at a carnival, they will pickpocket you. Thank you so much. I have a weird feeling that the best advice came from the whaler. All right. Another question from the audience. Any question about biology? Someone's already inhaling breath into their body and putting up. Yes, yes.
Can you suck the venom out of a snake bite?
Yes, that's Charles. He and I've been dating. This is a thing that he is just harping on me over and over about, but we will go ahead and answer the question. Can you suck the venom out of a snake bite, Professor LaPlante?
Well, for starters, I'd be careful kissing that snake. I think a safer way is to take someone else's finger. Here, let me have it. And then just put those little fangs on there, and then they'll just drip eventually. That's the safe way to do it. Well, not sure to do it.
I think Professor LaPlante's just saying practice safe snaking and always use the buddy system, or at least the buddy finger system. Yes, Coach Williams, is it possible to suck the poison out of a snake bite?
Well, I don't know why you would want to. I'm an old school coach. And so we talk about steroids nowadays. Back in the day, we used snake venom to help us in the weight room. We would inject our guys with snake venom, and they would be, one guy was bench pressing 200 pounds, now he's bench pressing 400 pounds. Look, I am someone who's old school. I don't think you need to get rid of that snake venom. I think it would be very helpful for you.
All right. Apparently from Coach Williams, it's like the question really is, can you spit more venom into a snake bite and get that extra oomph to your players? Also, don't put lips on your players. All right.
This is a very serious question.
Oh, thank you.
About the snake bite. Because a snake bite can kill you, and I don't think that keeping the venom inside your body is going to be a good thing for you. And so I carry a snake bite kit. It's like a first aid kit. You open it up, there's a little knife in there. You can cut that little venom out of your arm, and then you can just suck it out of there. And you know, then you should feel better after a week or two in the hospital. That's my advice. You should use a knife and then suck it out.
Again, seems like Zelda the Whaler really bringing hard facts to this list of questions.
Right.
And then finally, our last question is always one of the big questions. It can be about love, life, anything like that. Just make it one of the big life questions. Yes, you, sir.
What are the medicinal benefits of freeze-dried donkey milk?
Yes, one of the big life questions. The medicinal properties of freeze-dried donkey milk, or just to broaden it a little bit, are we what we eat?
Interesting you would ask that, because I also write books, and in my book, Are we what we eat? Volume 1, available on Amazon.com. Yes, we are what we eat.
That's in volume 1. Volume 1, yes, we are. Volume 2, wait a minute. Coach Williams, are we what we eat, or more specifically, what are the medicinal properties of
I'm going to
freeze-dried
ignore
donkey
this
milk?
question, and I'm going to talk about your book. You didn't do a good book with that. I think you should need to start running some stadiums. You know that?
You could even read.
Oh, I can read. I can read the look on your face.
Oh yeah.
That look. It says you need to run some stadiums.
I'll run stadiums around you.
All right, since Coach Williams ignoring my question, I'll ignore his answer. Zelda the Whaler, Are you what you eat, and or what are the medicinal properties of freeze-dried donkey milk?
I really just want to talk about donkey milk because I understand it's really good for you. And I think the hardest part, first of all, is getting that thing to stay still. But once you get that donkey milk out, it's real good. You can make a... Are there children in the audience? Are there small children? You can make one hell of a milkshake with that donkey milk. Yes, you can.
I remember from previous in the show, she said, one, in order to help keep the donkey still, you do freeze dry it. And then you just get a knife, you cut it open, and you just suck it right out. All right, thank you guys so much. Oh, pearls of wisdom. Man, you guys didn't pay for all that knowledge. Feel free to. You guys enjoying yourselves? Yeah! The next game we're going to play is called Onion Peel. It's a game for everybody, but it'll start off with Lisa by herself. And how this game's going to work is each group of people will be in a separate and distinct scene. So Lisa by herself will be in a scene by herself, a particular character. Let's give her a what is like the star of a fairy tale or like a cartoon or Prince Charming. Lisa, you're going to be Prince Charming. So she's going to be Prince Charming by herself. She'll be doing a scene. I'll yell freeze. She'll have to freeze in whatever pose I yell freeze at. Classic Prince Charming pose. And then Alex will come in. Now when Alex enters the scene, they're going to be totally two different characters, different environment. The two of them together are now at a dangerous location. What's it, like a volcano, not a volcano, everybody says volcano.
An iceberg.
An iceberg, the opposite of volcano. Really showed me. Take that with your volcano. I'll give you a block of ice. So you're at an iceberg, you're going on an iceberg, something like that. You'll freeze. They have to freeze in whatever position they're in. And then Connie will come on. And now the three of them are totally different people. They're all part of a team that works together, like the Justice League, but not the Justice League, because we can't afford those rights. Mathematician team. You know, one of those high-power, action-packed mathematician teams. And then I'll say freeze again, and finally Sean will enter. And here they're at an event, a big life event. What's the big, giant life event?
Retirement party.
Retirement party. I heard timer party at first, and I was like, it's some sort of sex thing. Everybody gets time. Retirement party makes more sense, and that's what we'll review real quick. Retirement party, scene out. Mathletes, scene out.
Iceberg.
Iceberg, scene out.
Prince Charming.
Okay, so in 3, 2, 1, we'll see Prince Charming. You guys ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, Prince Charming.
2 more days till the big ball. All them ladies are gonna be so lucky to see me. My lucky hat, making me look very handsome. There's going to be so many lucky ladies. I'll bow.
Freeze! Scene in iceberg.
Look at all this water we can get from this iceberg. We've been sailing these seas for so long, we can finally not drink that seawater anymore. What's wrong?
I drink the seawater.
Oh, let me try some of this iceberg. Oh, so good.
You're having a really...
I haven't had any good water in so long.
You seem a little dehydrated. Let's maybe dump a little on ya. Oh yeah, Frankie. Let's do some more, Frankie.
Oh, that seems like mathletes to me. Scene in mathletes.
Come on, guys, we can cheer for math. You don't understand like that. M-A-T-H. Math. Work it out. Go math.
Go math.
Go math. Retirement party.
I'm the singing telegram for the retiree. I bet you didn't expect to
We're gonna go do it. We're gonna do it. Ready?
2 plus 2.
You can do it. You can do it.
Lifeline?
It's 4. Guys, say 4.
Say 4.
4! See?
Yeah. Next question. 0 times 0.
Ooh.
I may need a calculator for this one.
I don't think
That's cheating!
Freeze! Scene out, iceberg.
So good.
Just dump all the water
Oh.
on you, Frankie.
Oh, it feels so good.
You know, the sunlight, the way it's hitting you, you're glistening like a
It feels so good. Oh, pour some more on me. Oh. Maybe a little bit more.
What are you doing on Friday, Frankie?
Well, I'm trying to get back to land because we're in an iceberg.
No, we're staying here. You're staying here with me.
Oh, I see. We're going to drink more water.
Yes, we are.
Freeze! Prince Charming.
So I got 28 rubies here. If I give 4 to each lady, screw it, I'm going to give them big bags of money. I'm just going to pass out. Okay, how am I going to say this? Here's your money, and here's your money. Oh shoot, nobody's going to want my money. I'm just a stupid old prince with a bunch of money, and nobody's ever gonna love me.
Oh, I guess scene, because it's so sad. You always end the scene when you break a beloved Disney character. An existential crisis. Are you guys ready for the last game? The last game is going to be genre director. In this game, Alex and Connie and Sean will be performing a pivotal scene of a movie. Like, this is going to be the big moment of the movie. And then the studio will get involved and we'll switch things around. So to get us started, we need just a couple of genres. What's the genre of film? Like film noir, but not film noir because we can't smoke on stage. Thriller. 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 So whatever that's going to mean to us, the genre of film is thriller. What is a genre of book? A book, the written word?
Fantasy.
Fantasy. So the second one will be fantasy. And then finally, genre of performance art, similar to mine. But
Interpretive theater.
interpretive dance. Interpretive dance will be the last one. And then finally, to give us the title of the film, will someone please read out the last text message they feel comfortable reading out in front of a room full of strangers and your family and friends?
Where's my dinner?
Where's my dinner? I love your guys' relationship. It's fine. If you need anybody to talk to, we have people we can put you in touch with. Everything's fine. Where's my dinner? So first we'll see the pivotal scene of Where's My Dinner? And that scene will begin in 3, 2, 1.
Sally, where's my dinner?
I just killed the calf, and you're just gonna have to wait. I gotta skin it, and I gotta gut it, and I gotta get it ready so that you can eat.
You know what?
How hungry are you?
I'm so hungry, I'll just eat it right now.
Well, I don't think that's a good idea. I think it really needs to be at least medium.
Ding dong.
Hey,
Hello.
Grubhub here with your steak dinner.
Finally.
Woo. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you have any money for...
yeah, I've got some money.
Let me put this down real quick and I'll
What's
help
the
you.
total?
$327.
$327 for
Well, I came
what?
from across town.
How far across town?
Well, as far as it took.
Cut! I love it. You guys are great. Everything you do is like, I don't know, God's whispering in my ear. But the studio can't stand it. They do not like it. They don't like the power dynamic. In today's society, in the Me Too movement, we can't have the husband yelling about the dinner. So what we're doing first, we're switching your roles. So you are angry about dinner, and you are killing animals. But now they want it to be a thriller. They want there to be a thing. So maybe you made some food. Maybe you used some poison. Maybe you are someone delivering food. Maybe you're someone coming to kill people. Also, I'm sorry the doorbell didn't work the first time. I have the crew on it. Also, they built a door. So feel free to use the door as part of the set. It's right behind you. So if you want to use it. It's right there.
Make sure it does.
So here we go. What's for dinner? The thriller version. Action.
Where's my dinner?
It's coming, dear.
That's a good man. I jerked you up right. When we were standing in front of that preacher and he said, do you promise to get her whatever she wants when she wants it? And you said, yes, dear.
Yes, dear.
Oh,
Who's at the door?
I don't know. Go see.
Yes, dear.
That's a good boy. He's a real good boy. He does everything.
Ah!
You're here. And I have your food.
Let me put this down.
It's Uber Eats.
How much do we owe you?
$567.
No!
Her price went up.
Don't tell me that you're not going to
Oh, we'll pay, all right.
pay. Oh, yeah.
Yes, I have this credit card.
And I have the tip.
Yes. Just, you can't keep it. You have to give it back to me. Yes. Just scan it. Just scan it and take your total, your $500.
$27.
$527.
Or 67. I forgot what I said.
Cut. You guys are great. You're like golden beams of sunshine that can act. And it's amazing. And I think there's an Oscar for each one of you. The studio, though, really hates your guts. They felt like the only thrilling moment was the price went up. And then
It's pretty thrilling.
right, and then, but people died in the screening, so it went up too much. So they're like, we need to separate this from reality. We must make this more light and more legendary. So we're gonna go with fantasy. So I love the dynamic. I love the new dynamic. How you are so browbeaten and you are so mean. That is so great. But now you are a wizard and you are like a gnome. You're still married. And you are a mysterious, legendary, like Treebeard kind of being who's coming in with still food, but now you must charge them like some sort of mythical fantasy items. This is all going to be great. We're going to love it. It's going to be fantastic. Back to one. Where's my dinner? A fantasy version.
Hello, Ned the Gnome.
Hello.
Where's my dinner?
It's right here. I don't.
Well, are your legs broken? Do you think you can get it to me? Because do you remember when we were standing in front of the priest and he said, do you promise to get her everything she wants? You said, yes.
Yes.
Thank you, dear Ned. Get the door. Wizards don't pass the doors.
Wow!
Whew.
I'm here.
We've been waiting for you. Oh, Miss
mystical delivery person?
Yes, I have your food.
Oh, lovely.
It looks good.
It looks very good. Yes, it does, Ned. Would you put it over on the table, please? Thank you. That's wonderful. He's a good little gnome. He is. Yes, he is.
Now, about the price.
What is the price?
Well, today's Fantasy Day.
So it is a fantasy that you get paid.
Not
But
exactly.
just for grins, let's just see what you come up with.
Well, I was going to say free.
But no.
We barter?
$655. You are seriously living in a fantasy. I can tell you that right now.
Well, I'm a tree person, so
How about we give you 20 butterflies?
I like that idea. 20 butterflies. They're priceless. I have to tell you, they are truly priceless.
They're beautiful.
They're
They better
beautiful.
be some damn good-looking butterflies.
They are.
Cut. Each one of you is like the perfect memory from my childhood, made into corporal form. You're wonderful. I love everything you do. The studio's about to fire us. They're like, we need to do something. We need to make this more artsy. So it's going to be interpretive dance, but I'm going to hedge our bets, and I'm going to use all of our favorite parts from the other ones too. So you're going to be a dancing gnome, because I love the physics. I love your dance moves with the gnome. You're going to be a dancing wizard. You're going to be a dancing pile of numbers thriller. I don't know if you, but you got it.
I got it.
All right. And then you guys will have like some sort of a dance-off over the price, the haggling. It's going to be great. We're definitely going to not lose our jobs after this one. So back to one. Where's my dinner? Their interpretive dance plus everything else version. And action.
Oh, hello, Ned the Gnome, my dearest betrothed. What have you there in your clawed fingers?
It's a cow.
It's a lovely cow. That is what I wanted for dinner. I was just about to ask you. Thank you for being proactive.
It's cow just for the beautiful you.
Oh, that's so kind. Thank you. Oh, there's the door. Put the cow down, please, Ned, and answer the door. Thank you so much.
hello.
You're thrilling.
Oh, and she has Saturday Night Fever, too. Oh, it's lovely. What have you brought for us?
I have food for you.
Oh, thank you. Take the food, please, Ned. I like your moves, Ned. I really do. And I like your moves. What do we owe you?
We owe us $756.
That her fee continues to go up. What are we going to do about this?
What are you going to pay me?
I have an idea.
Dance contest.
I was thinking the same thing.
I have never had this. Okay.
Okay, let me get the door. Because she can't leave now.
Who wants to start?
Face the audience.
Start. No.
Face your audience. Ned.
Talk that.
All right. Can we get a...
I think I was better.
You can try.
Oh.
Come on. Clap for us.
The studio is like, there's way too many interactive elements to this movie. We can never afford it. But you guys are great. I love each and every one of you like you came from my own loins. And then I suckled you at my breast through all your formative years. And then I sent you off to acting school that you graduated top of your class. And then we didn't get along for a few years because you're learning to be your own person. And then we rectified our relationship later on in life. And then on my dying breath, you said you loved me and I said I was proud of you. But we're fired, so sorry about that.
So never mind.
Never mind. Thank you guys.